Hello. It has been a little while. Oh, and so just stop mentioning things. It's what happens when you tab out. I haven't really. I've been hopping in every now and again on the server. Obviously, just check everything's running, everything's okay. And I was like, I'm gonna play some Conan today. I added a cooking mod. It's a small one. It has foodstuffs. There's a lot of drinks and some food, but a lot of it needs roasted mushrooms, and I don't know how to make roasted mushrooms. So what I might have to do today is go around and see about getting all the vanilla Conan cooking recipes. I think I have most of them. I'm not really sure. Oh, what else did I want to do? I can't remember. Oh, you know what else I wanted to do? I need to get some Thralls. I was in the middle of doing this to get some purple lotus, well, to learn how to make purple lotus orbs, because they're really, really useful. Hello, Juniper. How are you doing? I'm still minusing those, because I, did the AOC thing? Oh man, I forgot to. You doing alright? Good. How am I feeling? Not as bad as I have been. I'm starting to feel, I don't know, a bit better. I tell you what, going to work when you've got the friggin' flu isn't any good. Not when you have to do what I have to do. Popping in and out of the bloody fridges and stuff all the time. The cold does not help with this. But, you know, I've got a week off after the day, so everyone's like, oh, I bet you can't wait for your week off. I'm like, you know what I didn't want to do on my week off? I didn't want to be sick. That's what I didn't want. Making people work while sick is inhuman. Yeah, inhuman. It is. It's the thing of, you know, I need money as well, so I couldn't not work. Me section leader the other day for us, because, like, obviously, he knows I'm not well. And, he's like, do you want to go home earlier? I went, I need the money. And he was like, well, if you've got any holiday time, do you want to put in a couple of hours holiday? Just so that I get paid for the rest of the day. And I was like, oh, yeah, I could do that. But for that, if you ring in sick, say, 3 times, and it doesn't matter really how long those periods of sickness are, so, like, I can ring in sick for a week or a day, it still gets counted as an instance. If you have 3 of those, right, and it could just be 3 days within a 6-month period, they need to have a word with you. They need to do, like, a review. At the end of the day, we're all adults. Well, most of us are adults at work there. Some of them are teenagers. And normally people don't just ring in sick just because they feel like it, because not everyone can afford that. So, yeah, it's annoying. You shouldn't have to use your time you've earned during illness. Heaven forbid people take the time they need to get, but yeah, no, it's ridiculous. They're not. I guess it's not the shop itself, obviously. It's a company thing, because they, like most section leaders or managers and that, understand that, like, you know who's taking the mick and who's not. And they also understand at the end of the day that person doesn't get paid for coming in. I mean, for not coming in, so. Workplaces, man. What can you do? Alison, I've added a cooking mod, Juniper. Where is it? A lot of it, so we've got some chocolate cake. Why you need roasted mushrooms and flipping meat strips for chocolate cake, I don't know. That's some kind of, like, I would say vegan stuff for the roasted mushrooms, but not for the meat strips. And black ice. Cow's milk, plant fiber, aloe leaves, and purified water. So the roasted mushrooms thing, I don't know how to make those. Mushrooms can mimic a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff. Badly, though. They can mimic it badly. The last time I got vegan sausages, I felt like I was just eating mushroom mince. It was awful. But yeah, so I was thinking of going out. So I know where some of the Conan food recipes are, but I think I've already learned all those. So it's a case if we're going to go out, it does depend on what they're going for. Yeah, I don't think they're a good meat substitute. I really don't. But these vegan food people seem to think they are, and they're not. Mushrooms are nice when they're just being mushrooms, if you ask me. So yeah, what was I doing? I want to go out. I need to get a crafting thrall. Nipsey, get off there, please. Thank you. You've had some of them that make chicken pretty well? Okay, I've never... Which chicken substitutes have I had? There was a katsu curry chicken thing that I had once. That did an okay job, honestly. If I hadn't have told Snacks that it was vegan, he wouldn't have known. Right, yeah, crafting full. Come on. Oh, you know what? There we go. Trying to make me wait for an elevator like a fool. Usually frozen chicken cutlets. Yeah, so it was a frozen chicken thingy. What are you doing here? So I thought, right, I'll put myself a little, tiny little tavern in. And these people just turned up on the water. Wow, my immersion. Get out of here, John. There's no immersion in this place. Speaking of which, I did just see your...
What's your pleasure?
Latest Sir Tristan
day to you.
offering. Actually, no, I don't think it was. It was the Sir Tristan's last duel. Should never have sent you that note. What are you? No. I see your comment and then said that I would only delay the inevitable if you withheld that note. We have found a way to duke it out. Why nah? I should have known better. But you know, passing on the information and RP instead of gatekeeping. Like you're supposed to. Ooh, butter. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm taking it. Easy to make all the new foods. You did well. Yeah, you only killed off like a knight from Camelot though. How am I, you plum? You can't be doing that. It's a shame nobody killed off the king that season. He wasn't really doing much, right? And also, I had no idea the duel would beat the death. But how could I refuse such a polite request? You know how you refuse it? You go, actually, I don't know if you knew what he was like back then. But I could have told you he'd be fucking buff to the gills. And you just rolling on in there and being like, oh yeah, I can do this.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I'm like, yeah, no, not with this one. You should have had some food buffs and potion buffs and everything else. Nah, don't want any of that. If anyone can hear that, that's Tinkerbell snoring. No, she's like a little old man. She's like at the computer table. Oh god. Ah, there we go. See, you get for running around in the dark. He was buff with potions, I was buff with righteous resolve, and a desire to impress my favourite bed warmer. So it was a fair fight, you know. Favourite bed warmer. Gross. Sir Tristan probably had quite a few of those. And he probably told them all they were his favourite. What we got? I need a crafting thrall. I don't care if it's good or not. Buy good ones. Ooh. Shake.
Valhalla. We will have your horn, Outlander. Valhalla.
I don't even want that. Why am I taking those?
Hey! Whoa!
He just politely stood there and waited to be
So that I
killed.
can carve it on.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Very nice of them. How's your new season going, John? On the vastly improved map. It only... Piss off! Are you messing? What do you mean it already ended? It just... It only started this week, didn't it? What did you do? Blow up the world? We had the last encounter with Dark and M9 yesterday. Okay. See, this is what happens because you stream when I'm going to sleep. Oh no! Where are you all coming from? I saw it hadn't. I thought it literally just started. It was just a short experiment. I went full mad scientist, created a randomizer, completely messed everything up, and slowly started fixing it. That was the server story. Ah. Yesterday everything was fixed. Well, then you worked too fucking quickly then, didn't you? I do. Because I knew you'd randomized everything, and the map is looking good. I don't know how you can go in for the short seasons, honestly. But we only had like 15 people on day one, and after that it was barely 2 to 3. I was supposed to test if nerds are interested in simple mini seasons where admins don't have to work themselves to death. Got that. I seen a crafting Thralls for station. Are you not a... You are. You. Where's the carpentry thing? But it didn't make it easy to get into. We had wacky themes like this, but normal Conan RP populace hates it. Yeah, I would have thought at least, like, I don't know, the the Ark people would have been into it. But if they're not already in your server, then they won't know about it. Because I imagine you didn't advertise it. There's no Ark RP to speak of. Yeah, there is. Does an M9 do it? The only one that remains is medieval fantasy, just like Conan. Yeah. Never get off, you little shit. It's not for you. Oh, it's all Game of Thrones shit, isn't it now? It used to be all like sci-fi, well, not all of it, but there used to be sci-fi and that kind of stuff in Arc RP. Did they just get boring? They transitioned to essentially what Conan RP is these days. But why would you do like Conan RP in an uglier setting? Unless they've upgraded to Ascended now. Brick, iron reinforcements, shape wood. My nibbler. Ow! Shit wood. Right, so will I count for this? I am assigning you to this. It's 12 important. You may send them to capital station to have choices for them. I know that. I know that. Yeah, we did that twice. And every time people barely showed us. We did the Game of Thrones thing twice. Is that what you're saying? That's definitely not my thing. I think... So the only really big Conan... not Conan. Archon that I used to know about was... No, futuristic sci-fi. Ah, right. The only big Archon I knew about was Aramor. And that's... still being worked on? I think they're trying to transition into Ascended. I think futuristic sci-fi stuff... Yes for Ark, no for Conan. Well, then again, I don't really pay anymore anyway, so... Right, we'll get this geeked, yeah. Armor's been worked on, but my goodness, the progress is so slow. It's non-existent. It's weird because he's done fundraisers and stuff like that. And I think he does dev streams. But it's been a while now. I think it's just a one-person, one-man show, though, maybe. Hang on, what are you? What did I get you? What are you? Blacksmith, okay. I'm kidnapping people. I don't even know what they're for. I have assigned the crafting thrall. Come on. It's just being stupid. I never went to Aramore because it was all the people from like Gunsmoke and that I just never want to see again. Same reason why I never went to Red Dead RP. I was like, nah, not these people again. I couldn't do it. You never played there either? I see some of their names and stuff pop up in normal breaks. In the Conan scene. It's normally the wannabe and tags that pop up in the Conan scene. Or the ERPers. Wait, can you complete this journey step now? Yes! In your face. And now we're getting rid of that. Nobody wants it. Nobody uses vanilla benches, okay? They're big and they're ugly. What? I've had to revert back to wearing my old headset while I'm waiting for new headphones. Nibbler decided to chew for the wire. And she hates my headset. She keeps screaming every time I take it off or put it back on. She's very, very, she just doesn't like it. I think, honestly, Gunsmoke, the map was nice. I liked the animals and stuff. Just a lot of the people really fucking sucked. Time to get wireless ones. Get that. I'm not, no. No wireless anything. No wireless mouse. No wireless keyboard. No wireless headphones. Hold your tongue, heathen. Nobody needs wireless stuff. Or Bluetooth headphones. No. Wireless is really good these days. I don't care. I don't want it. It's not for me. I need the wires. I don't want all the friggin' batteries and recharging this and recharging that. That's the wrong friggin' bench. Pebble sobs. The pebble sobs don't work on EOC things, but I'm gonna have them anyway. Right, you need to feed your bird more cables. It was just a tiny little one, man, and you know, she didn't need any of it. Pebble Lotus potion? No. Orbs. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. What orb? Do I even have any of these? Let's find out. No, 6 is better than none. Yeah, you're making a mess. She keeps looking at it as like I've got like a chicken on my head or something. She really doesn't like it. And it was fine. She, you know, she just likes to chew stuff. She doesn't eat it. She just chews it. Everything. Conyers are apparently really destructive, which I don't remember reading that about them when I was doing my research. I started reading that kind of thing afterwards, and I was like, ah, great. I don't have Beyond Stations one unlocked. I should have. Yeah, we'll keep the vanilla one for now. Where am I going to go? I'm going to try and get something named, of course. Hi, Snacks. Don't bless me. Are you coming in to tell people that you don't feel well? Is that why you're here? So, you know, he's here to blame me for making him sick, okay? I'm on my, like, 8th or 9th day, though. You're just on your 1st. You'll get over it. You'll be fine. Nibbler, what Nibbler? I need this. Yes. So, I had other plans. I wasn't just gonna Thrall hunt. But now I am. I just want to talk to you, meanie. Why do you want to talk to a meanie? What's that all about? How you doing in there? Thought you were playing your games. Due east. I haven't been to the little pirate bit. I genuinely don't have the energy. See, and so all week, I've been literally going to work, coming home, and like, yeah, electric blanket on, getting into bed. And he keeps going, is that a cat, Luke Craig? 'Cause I don't think it was supposed to be. Oh, no, okay. Thanks, Nibs. I really needed to do the somersaults. And he's like, I don't know how you can keep going to bed. Now you know why. I went to work with 2 jackets on today. 2 work jackets. Because you poisoned me? I haven't poisoned you. Who's the one that put like Captain Morgan and Coke and didn't warn me until the poison was already in my mouth? Did we forget that? How we forget so quickly. Snacks, I've added a cooking mod. This is more food and drinks. I searched the workshop for one, for cooking and that one never came up. And then, I think I searched for food. That was my issue. And it took John 2 seconds to find one. So now we have it. I need to learn how to make roasted mushrooms though. That's probably a drying thing, isn't it? I thought it might be a recipe I need to go and find, but maybe not. Nibbler. What you doing, Nibs? Don't call me 2 seconds for nothing. I mean, that's how long your season lasted. I don't know, that seemed like it was a lot of work. Sorry, yeah, it sucks getting poisoned. Shut up, you. Don't feed into it. Don't encourage him. Broken items can't be equipped. I am not equipping anything. That is Nibbler. No, it wasn't work. It was fun and a bunch of testing. I got what I needed out of it. Oh, well, that's fair enough. The nerds missed out, not me. You know what you need? You need some of those loyal simps like what Lost Legends has. Legends is not an RP server anymore. It's a family, a community. I have a family. And I don't want a community, so. And I don't like having my house blown up when I'm not there. I'll pay to RP. If I want to hang out with like people and just piss about, I'll hang out with people and piss about. If I want to RP, I'll go RP. If I want a family, I'll ring me dad. If I want a community, then I'll probably over 50. And there's a community centre nearby and I'll go there. Oh, thanks, Nibbler. You trying to get me killed? What's up? Meanie. Incestuous family? Still totally not salty about it, I see. I'll be salty forever. Hey, you! Just like the divvies that blew up the house on Weavers. I'll never forgive them either. You don't blow up another woman's shit. Your house had it coming. It was a tiny house. It was in nobody's way. You have to be a complete nut arsehole just to knock down somebody's little house. Both of them. I think I murdered my horse as well. I'm sure I had a horse. That is unforgivable. The Weavers people couldn't even take out my dog.
Ahoy there!
Sebastian made it to the end. I think. I don't know. I stopped logging on. Hello. Pirate cuisine. Oh, well, that's cooking. Monsters. I know, right? I've never met somebody else's horse.
Start running now, and I won't aim to get
No. Right, stop pressing things now. Oh, shit. Let me up, let me up. Do I want to go up? At least increase your NPC damage taken multipliers. You one shot and everything. At least are vanilla. And they're supposed to scale with me. When I come up against AOC or weapon arsenal thing, I don't one shot them. I will learn that. Why not? Is somebody spitting? You better not be. That's disgusting. Yeah, they are. But yeah, no, I have it. And the admin thinks that vanilla is supposed to scale. I don't think it's working. AOC definitely is supposed to. Let me have a look. Faction alliance. Difficulty. Oh, honestly, no. So the dynamic combat system's enabled, which apparently means with the system enabled it will improve upon mod compatibility balance, especially with mods going above AOC's level cap of 150. Yes. Dynamic vanilla NPCs is enabled, so they're supposed to update them. Ah! Work in progress. Ignore everything that says work in progress. I'm doing what I'm doing. Full screen. I'll learn full screen. Thank you. Experimental. I know. Okay. I know what they say. That's why I just, I enable them. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, then, you can do something else. I'm probably the highest level person on the server anyway. It's a bit weird because obviously weapon arsenal's damage values are messed up at the minute. So they're going to make... Oi! They're supposed to be fighting each other. I mean, I would one-shot him. He only had... Oh, what are you carrying? Oh, and some grapes.
What will it be?
None of the above.
Farewell, exile.
Buy something. I haven't got all day.
Nope. Yeah, what level am I? Oh, I'm only level 48. Yeah. But I have,
I won't have to kill ya.
I did the legacy system thing, the UC one, and it didn't take everything back to 0 like it should. So I'm probably... My values are probably all messed up. Listen, Mr. Server Owner, you balance your stuff and I'll not balance mine, okay? There is no PvP on here
Picked the
yet.
wrong camp, mate.
Oh,
Me and me mates are thick as thieves.
what's that? Fishing hooks? No, I don't think I need those. How much damage is this one? That one. 68 light, 78 heavy, 20% armor penetration. I will take the cheese. Why not? Yeah, they should have a lot more health than they actually have.
dance for
Like
me now,
270. It's a little bit piss poor. I think they probably have more than that in vanilla. I don't know. I remember having to get one of these ones. And carry it. And then it made a hole in the floor. And then a god had to come and help me.
There's something moving.
Because somebody upset the Egyptians. Alright, well, I got all the way to the top of here for not much, nothing interesting. Where's the nearest weapon arsenal or something? Okay, there. No close teleport. I got that one. Or home. I suppose I'll hang out in here since this is where everyone's chatting. Hello, Juniper. Yeah, Snacks is complaining about he's not feeling well now. John is critiquing the server settings because I'm one shot and everything. I was talking about the time that John's character upset some Egyptians and they needed a golden cat as restitution. You call it restitution? Reparations? Where's me? Oh, fuck no. Where's the weapon gone? Did I lose that? No, it just put itself away. Okay. Hopefully Snacks feels better soon. As for John, he should stop fussing. That's right, John. You stop fussing. Sex has only just started to not feel well, so I'm in for a nice week with him. Oh, who am I to judge solitary for living out of fantasies, beating people up like that? Exactly. There is something a bit off though, because the vanilla ones are supposed to have more health than that. It's healthy to do that in video games, like all the ARPs. Blech. That's not healthy. That's not a healthy way to have your intimate interactions of some degenerate that you've never even met. Lol, ARP, yeah, Juniper. It's a rampant epidemic among the ARP communities. It's a terrible situation, sad turn of events. Works for you and your violent tendencies. Something has to work for me and my violent tendencies. Cut this. The woman that I've spoke about before, I don't know if you've heard me talk about her, John. She's a horrible woman. Everybody knows her is that wife that talks to her mum like shit. She's like, I'm nah. At least enough. She's got to be at least nearly 60 or something. And she comes in all the time. And she drags her mother around with her. And she just talks to everybody like shit. And the last time, she decided to like slag off one of my colleagues right behind me, which didn't go down too well with me, as you can imagine. And ever since then, like, she knows she fucked up because I spoke to her. And then ever since then, she's left us alone. It's been quite nice. And then the other day, she decided to try and she gave like a kind of backhanded apology that wasn't an apology. And seemed upset that I was having none of it. I was at work. I'm at work. I don't feel well. Like, you're really trying to get yourself punched, aren't you? See, well, what you have to remember is I'm going through the menopause, so I hate everybody right now. And I was like, and what you have to remember is people are at work and we don't need to be spoken to like shit. She's like, well, and then blah, blah, blah. And then she started telling us not only is she going through the menopause, but her mum's got breast cancer. She's worried about her finances, her mother's finances. And I'm just standing there and I went, right. Do I look like Dr. Phil? So yeah. I need this. I need to take my feelings out on this instead of, right, let's see. Okay, so that's 3 shots. Nah, I think I need to bump up the health a bit. Do you like beating up NPCs so much with a dull stick? Yeah. She would take no accountability for what she said. She's just blaming the menopause and her mum having cancer. And I was like, you don't know what kind of day somebody else is having just because you're having a bad day. I'm having a bad life, sweetheart. Oh, she lost us when she called us sweetheart, like. Nah. You only want to say to somebody, do you know what you're known as? You're known as that bitch that's horrible to her mum that nobody likes because you've been whinging for years. She keeps blaming the menopause, and somebody said, what, she's been going through the menopause for 10 years, like, because she's been like this since the shop opened. And she was previously bored for stealing things. Her and her mum. So yeah, we know you. We have your number. Yeah, gotcha. I wish I had menopause. Sounds great. Yeah, like she's the only person to ever have a menopause. So weird. Why are you just standing there? Like a serial killer. I need some victims to fight back. Oh, hang on. We need those. What about pebble lotus orbs? And she just comes in all the time and she's like, oh, they don't have it again. They never have anything in here. But what are you fucking coming in for? Nobody's gonna miss you if you didn't come in. I feel like there's no excuse to treat others like shit. I wish people would fucking get that. She's just, it's just an excuse, like I said. It's an excuse she's been using for a while. Menopause can take a while, I know that. But she was like, oh yeah, going for the menopause with no HRT. I'm not a doctor. Are you telling me about your HRT, your menopause and your mum's breast cancer for? Oh yeah, trauma dumping, I'm at work. I'm at work and I'm just trying to put some pies in the fridge. Can you, can you not? Sounds like a fridge. It's just an excuse. It's like, you know, when, you're not taking damage. Excuse me? Mr. Crocodile? Hang on, Nibs. Hang on. Ah, there you go. Wait, can you stop pressing that, though? Oh, she helped. It's like when people have depression. So, you know, they just, like, think they can just talk to people like shit wherever they are. Or, you know, when some woman started freaking out in the security guard for like things that she perceived, and she said, because my daughter's got anxiety. She's telling, like, she's saying this at the self-service till that time, and she's like, my daughter has anxiety. She doesn't even want to come in here because of him. And then her daughter started crying, and I'm like, oh, we're not going there. You don't talk about anxiety to someone with a fucking panic disorder and think I'm going to believe you. That was very silly that time. She got upset with the security guard. People didn't used to like the security guard. It's the one that I've talked about, and he's a knobhead. Bit of a violent animal. Doesn't work there anymore. Oddly enough, they never sacked people. He got to leave on his own accord. But one day he was helping me out. I was on self-service. I don't even work down there. I was doing it to give them the hand. And it was really busy. And there was like 10 tills, I think 10 self-service tills that I'm like responsible for. And people had been like trying to walk off with stuff, so he was standing there with me. It was to help me. And well, not to help me, but you know, security's there to stop people from nicking stuff. And this woman, the daughter was standing at the actual tills which weren't on, and there was nobody to put them on, and he was like, oh, is there anybody to serve that woman? And I said no. I was like, does it look like, I was dead annoyed. I was like, does it look like there's people to go over there? And if there were, I wouldn't be here. He was just asking this question. And he was head off. And then he went over and explained that to the daughter. And so she came and she started scanning things through the till. And then the mother comes out of nowhere, claiming that somebody trapped her in the toilets. Nobody trapped her in the toilet. What had happened was the toilet's in the cafe. And the cafe closes at 6. And this was after 6. So she'd moved the tables out of the way so she could go to the toilets. And somebody'd gone past, seen that the tables were like moved, and pushed them back to where they should be. So nobody'd locked her in there. Tried to trap me in the toilets with the Ben. Like, nobody cares. And I was like, anybody could have put the tables back. I was like, I do it myself when I say it like that. No. I was told it was the security guard. I don't know who she was told it by because there was nobody there. So then they started saying stuff to the security guard. I think they said like he was staring at them or something. And he was like, just go. He was like, just let me do my job. And they were trying to like have a go at him. They're trying to goad him into something. It was really weird. And then she said something to me about him. I went, he's here to help me. I was like, he's standing there because we've had people try to walk off without paying for stuff. I was like, he's doing his job. And because I didn't join in and take her side, she started kicking off. And then an assistant manager, well, not an assistant manager, supervisor came over and she started saying, like, my daughter's like coming in here because of him. He's horrible. He's watching where, do you know why? He wasn't actually watching them, but what they were trying to do is what you call skip scanning, where you go to a self-service till and you scan one thing and then you put the other thing in the bag. So you've only scanned one, but you've took 2 items. Like, you do it. Like, they either put stuff underneath the pram, which is what they were trying to do, or you have a bag on the floor and you just do it because, you know, you're blatant. And they were trying to do that, but they couldn't because he was with us. And then, started blaming him for our daughter's anxiety. And then the daughter started crying. I was like, I'd be crying if my mother was telling strangers about my anxiety. Standing in a bloody supermarket. We have A lot of people try to use things as excuses. Sometimes I will accept it though. And other times I won't. Like when people try to say, oh, he's got ADHD. That's why he's running around the shop like a lunatic and pushing stuff over and touching things. Like, no, teach your kid right from wrong, will you? I'm not having that. I remember the first time that happened was ages ago. Like years ago, my first job. A little kid managed to push over a clothes rail. Like it was a clothing rail. Proper wooden one. If you act like an animal, be treated like one. There you go. Exactly. I mean, you know, I would say my animals are better behaved than some people, but Nibbler definitely isn't. And the little kid, he was about 4 or something, so he wasn't very tall. And I turned around in this stand going over, and he was hanging on to the 2 balls on the other side, and I was like, what the hell? And it fell over, picked it back up, and the mother was like, yeah, I'm sorry, he's got, I think she said he had ADHD or ADD or something. And I'm like, how does that mean he doesn't know how to act in public? I understand being hyperactive. But I also understand you birthed him. Don't bring him to my place of work. ADHD is overused as a crutch for bad behaviour. It really is. And it's by parents as well. I rarely ever hear from somebody that has like any of those as for a reason why they do something bad, because like, you know, adults normally know different, kids normally know different. I was talking to somebody at work today, and she said one of her other half's family members, well, it's his nephew, used to come over to her house and like play with her son, and he would be like biting the lids off pens and stuff to when he was using them, and then kind of like spitting on her floor and stuff. And she said he used to like spit on her floor. And her son, who's a well-behaved kid, was like, "You don't do that, you dirty boy." He was telling the other kid off, and like the kid's nana was there. I was like, "Oh, that's not very nice. He can't help it." And I was like, "What do you mean he can't help acting like an animal? They don't make excuses for him." I mean, I know there are some things where there's like situations, and you're gonna be evil. Yeah, you are. You're not gonna be evil. You're just gonna walk away. Amazing. Here goes to someone's space on the floor. I know, right? I said it. I was saying to like my colleague, when I was a kid, naughty kids, there was no excuse for them being a naughty kid. There was no, I've been getting a new scroll. Ooh, what did I get? Like, my ma wouldn't have gone, actually she might have. I was going to say, like, my ma wouldn't have gone, oh, Marie's a bitch. She can't help saying things like that to you. I mean, I know a bitch isn't really an affliction, but it's a way of life. Say, oh, Marie's just rude because, you know, she's a bitch. She can't help it. I remember they thought me, well, he's not my youngest brother now. I have another one now. But when my brother was younger, my dad thought there had to be a reason why he was like badly behaved, and he thought he had like one of those, like ADHD, or he thought he was dyslexic or something. Like, no, he's just thick, and it turned out he was just thick. He was a nice little compulsive liar, and just badly behaved. You already think about? So my dad had tried to make excuses for him, and then realised that's no. They know he's just a bad child. And when he told his teacher his mom was having an affair with a man from the council. Just because he could say that. I told, I don't know if it was the same teacher. He told another teacher that he saw somebody shoot a bird and put it through somebody's letterbox. That never happened. He told my cousin that he had a greenhouse and he was growing tomatoes. We didn't have a greenhouse. He told the same cousin that he had a rabbit. No, he told the school that he had a rabbit. And the teacher was like, oh, I don't know if it was the same teacher and she kept falling for his lies, then it's more fool her, not him, as the adult in the situation. She told the teacher that he had a rabbit. And she said, oh, do you want to bring it in? Do you want to bring the rabbit in one day? Or something. Then he said, oh, no, I can't, it died. And she said to me, it was me dad and my mum, like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear about Martin's rabbit. What rabbit? It's like, oh, he said, no. Don't know if it's the British English or the accent, could be both, but these stories sounding like top quality drama and I'm all for it. I'm in the rocks. Yeah, told the teacher his rabbit died, so he couldn't bring it in. He never had one. Remember he told me auntie, when she asked him what he'd had for dinner once, he was a teenager by this point, right? So he shouldn't have better. Oh, what you had for your dinner? Oh, I went to Cindy's, which was a fish shop. And she was like, Cindy's doesn't open at dinner time. Oh no, she opened. She just made her a fish cake. I think he said fish cake. And she went, are you telling me, right, that they switched on the fryers, they waited for them to heat up and that. There was my brother and his friend, which was me auntie's nephew. Not our cousin because it's auntie from marriage, whatever. Oh, invisible eye. That's not fighting fair. I'm gonna get poisoned to death. No. Yeah, she just told me they switched on the fryers and that just to make you two a fish cake. Yeah. Obviously, that's not what had happened. He just couldn't help it with the lies, and I think he believed them. It's great. I think he had a touch of the psychopath before, and then he had a motorbike accident, which did damage that part of the brain that tells you probably shouldn't say this. But he was like that before, so. When I say a touch of the psychopath, I just mean, you know, how, like, they can just lie really easily and they can manipulate people. Not the, you know, not the going too far and killing anyone kind of stuff. Sounds like your brother does, Juniper. You know, I know a few people that have that kind of brother. It's never a sister. I mean, my sister's a fucking angel, but then my sister has me. It's her sister, so. I'm definitely not an angel. That'll have to do with the healing business. Never hear about the sisters being like that. Yeah, no, I mean, you can say that people. I've met a few people who've got sisters that are bitches, but not psychopaths. You're saying you're the troubled sister. I'm just not, like. I think my sister hides a halo underneath her hair. I just don't have one of those. She's nice to everybody. She's dead pleasant. She's like, I would say she's quite tolerant of people. I don't possess those qualities. Like, she's just one of those people. There's nothing to dislike about her. And if I like someone, there's probably nothing to dislike about me, but if I don't like them, well, that's then we know about it. He's definitely a pathological liar, and it's dead funny though, because stupid people don't understand that to be a convincing liar, you can't be stupid. And you have to have a good memory. You have to remember who you've told what lie to, or what version of what story, or like, you know, who needs to know what, instead of if you just tell the truth, then you know what happened. Oh, I'm having issues with this healing business. It's because I keep using the really crappy healing bits and bobs. You don't want to hear those cats. So, I want to see if I can learn another cooking station. So roasted mushrooms isn't going to be that. Where's mustard chef? No. To lie convincingly is way too much work. Honesty is way easier. Yeah. I was talking to somebody at work, and he was on about how like he cannot lie because you can tell that he's lying, and I was like, I can, I just choose not to. Telling the truth's just so much better in the long run. Oh, and you know what he said. This person, honestly, it's the colleague that split up with that other half. I used to have trouble lying to her, telling her that she looked nice in certain things. Now I think he might have been trying to make a joke. But he said way too many mean things about this poor woman for me to think that this is a joke. So trying to say, oh yeah, you know, well, I had trouble lying to her to tell her she looked nice in certain things. That's just mean. And then it's like, yeah, I also know that you've been giving people different versions of the same story about this, that, and the other. So yeah, you're not a very good liar. I already know this about you. Mine was just so rude. I like making it if someone's doesn't feel bad. But flat out telling stories is just, yeah. But saying stuff to make sure that people just to stop people from feeling bad isn't bad. But yeah, making up stories. But like, I don't know. If Snacks was wearing something and I'm like, nah, how about this instead? That's a different thing. Because if I thought something didn't look right on him, I'm not letting him go out looking like that. But making that joke about your ex, who you've been very venomous about, even though woman deserves a fucking medal. It was in poor taste. We're so done with this person. It's not even funny. Oh, we also had an incident at work. This is a funny one. Somebody from one of the sections, I'll try and be vague, had put a voice note in the work group chat calling them cunts. Am I allowed to say that word? I must be. It's my favourite word. I can't not say that word. Yeah. It was basically meant for their husband, not for the group chat. And it was about the people from her section. And it was the group chat with the people from her section in it. And she basically went on a bit of a rant. She dropped the C-bombs. It's such a good word. I know, right? And I don't know exactly what was said because things keep happening down there, and they keep getting told that they're not allowed to talk about it. And I was like, why not? I was like, if somebody in my section did that, I went, first of all, we'd probably agree with them if we had been acting like that. Fair enough. I was like, other than that, it would be friggin' hilarious. Imagine your work colleagues just like, oh my god, you know, Juniper's been so useless today. She's done this, she's done that. She's such a saver. You'd just be like, alright, say it to my face next time. Like, if somebody said that about me, I would be like, fair play. I probably was. You know, if I'm acting like that, you're allowed to say that. I don't mind. Meaning. Like, you know, if they said it about me, I'd be like, right, fine. It's like, oh, Marie's been such useless. Yeah, see you next Tuesday of the day. I would either be like, but somebody put in a complaint, like somebody from the group chat actually put in a complaint. I'm like, oh, get a life, man. First of all, you know it wasn't meant for everybody else's ears. And second of all, it's from an outside source. It's not a company group chat. It's a messenger group chat. Say what you want there. When I hear that someone is fussing about me, I have to approach it, at least if people are like, I'm not really bothered. Not sharing the drama is criminal. I know, right? Like, having this kind of stuff going on in the workplace and thinking that we're not going to find out about it. We are going to find out about it. And it's because their section leaders like, right, okay, they're not allowed a group chat now. Okay. Most of these women are in their 30s. They're allowed a group chat if they want one. And secondly, yeah, no, we're not, like, they're not allowed to talk about it. And I said, so how are they supposed to fix anything? Like, if they're having issues down there, why can't they just talk about it? I would have just been like, so I heard that. And it is funny that you're calling us that, but, like, what's the problem? Or, if I had, say it was, like, something I had done, I'd be like, yeah, you've got a point. I was being a bit useless that day. Like, I haven't been great this week at work with, like, not feeling well and that. So I would be like, yeah, this is my fault. I wouldn't be like, I am putting in a grievance. I don't like what was said. Like, do chill. I'm not one to chat with people much, but I'm all in if it's drama. See, some people, it's that part of the shop. This is going to sound sexist, but it tends to be, it's been the issue down there since I started the place. That part's all women. And some of them are great, and, like, they would say something to somebody's face, but some of them aren't. And their section leader's not very present. Like, lisp that again. Their section leader's not very present most of the time. She'll be in the office. She won't actually be down there, like, with them, so she's not there to hear things or to stop somebody from taking the mic, like somebody to actually make them pull their weight, or, you know, they're, like, left to their own devices, and there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of different things that they have to do. So, you know, they've got the tills, they have Ubers, they have all sorts of stuff, and it's just like, all right, this person gets their break at that time, and you have to go on here and you have to go on there, and then they don't see their section leader. Because obviously, if they were there, they'd have to address it and do something about it. Whereas we're more, I would say on my part, it's more like you would say it to the person's face. Like, oh, useless. You didn't do that properly, did you? And that way there is no kind of, oh, you know, Marie's been saying this, or such and such has been saying that. And we're a mixture team. We have men and women, so. I definitely think, and I think it has been an issue down there for a while, that their section leader does not. like working alongside them. But there always seems to be something going on down there. Like, well, there's always one of them's upset about something, or quite often it's the same one. The same one that's put in a grievance about this voice note. No, I'm not here to mess with you. I know. Oh, Nibbler's got a big smile on her dial. Shakes her cheek, scratches. I feel like any workplace that has a lot of people is going to have problems, though. You know? There's one person down there who's really annoying and likes to stick her nose into like other sections and that and be like, I know you're busy, but is there any sandwiches to go out? Because, you know, staff rely on those sandwiches. Some staff. Excuse me, what? First of all, you're not my section leader. Second of all, if a member of staff wants a sandwich, a specific one, they can go into the backup chiller and get one as well. Other than that, yeah, I mean, we know customers are going to want them for the dinner. We're working on it. It's just a pain in the arse here. Nibbler, did you... You did window me. She was telling the section leader what to do the other day. My section leader, not even hers. I was like, since when did she get a management job, like? But because, like, that certain person never gets put in that place by her section leader or anybody else, she just thinks she can just go around and, like, you know, act like that with people. Like, no, this is why people don't like it. That's why you've got no work friends. That's Nibbler getting offended by me headset. I did mention at the beginning of the stream, she, well, I know, but you're the one that got upset about it. That she chewed through one of the cables on my headphones. So one side's still usable. But, I have two ears and I can hear from both of them, so I do like to have a headset that I can do that with. So I put my old one on and it's a lot bigger, it's heavier, and it's making me feel tired, but I need to be able to hear what's happening. And Nibbler is highly, highly offended by it. Oh, that was a warlock! No, I shouldn't have killed the warlock. Ah, flu burn. Ooh, that hurts. So mean. Yeah, she keeps eyeing my head suspiciously, honestly. Damn it, I could have had him remove him warlock. Ugh. Shocking turn of events. Specialist cooking egg. Oh, hang on, what are you? I'm not going to kill you. Nope, no, no, no. Don't teleport. Oh, you're not very... Hang on. I can't go away. I can't get out. I think I'm just going to run through here. I'm not going to pretend that never happened. I have purple lotus orbs. I don't know if they work on these guys. Did I not get them? Well, shit. Purple lotus potion. What do you do? Follower damage. Do I have anything for concussive damage? That's what we need to know. There we go. Yeah, we get a lot of gossip and drama and stuff at work. And customers tell people a lot of stuff as well. It's weird. I've never thought of going into like a shop and start telling a stranger my business. Where are you? No, 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 no. Where'd they go? I drank a potion for nothing. Was it you? Come here. I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Ooh, ooh. Oh, crap. Why are you laughing? Oh. I'm not saying I'm scared, but this is a bit of a situation. We are not prepared for this. And those skeletons can bugger off as well. What if I just hit you with one of these? That is tickling him. Oh, I fixed the issue. I don't know if anybody remembers that stupid issue that I had, that when I was pressing the mouse buttons, it was doing crouch or kick or, you know, other things as well. Apparently it's an Office Trio thing. So I followed steps. It's like, oh, re-download your keyboard drivers, your this, your that, the other. And none of that worked. And what did work was what do you call it? Deleting, uninstalling, that's the word. Uninstalling Office Trio. Stupid. But now, I'm not kicking or crouching when I'm pressing the mouse button. It was happening in all games, it wasn't just Conan either. Even in Fortnite, it was like, oh, you can't build here. What do you mean build here? I'm not trying to build. I'm trying to shoot someone with my gun. I'm just looking for different healing supplies. I don't want to keep using me healing potions, but I may have to go back and get me purple lotus orbs anyway. Yeah, I'm not finished with you. Don't you worry. You truly have the weirdest IT issues. I know. I was like, what the hell, man? And it's something I've never happened before. And anybody who, like, I was mentioning it to, anybody that was seeing it happen in stream, it never happened to them before. At first, Google was like, you know how Google just doesn't like to answer my questions. It'll tell you whatever you want to know, but it doesn't answer my questions, John. It just kept saying about, you know, do something with your keyboard drivers and whatnot. Quick stack. Which is great if that's the issue, but when it isn't, it's not great. And then I saw something, was it last week or the week before? About Office Trio. I don't know what it is, probably don't need it. And I got rid of it. I blame your drama. Your damn bird pecking your keyboard and activating some kind of secret hotkey command. So I checked for those. I don't have any of those. It was one of the first things I checked, so. Aha! I know how to look for certain things. But I just wasn't seeing anything else. So I put up with it for a while. I like how that was your initial theory too, though. Yeah, it's like, well, you know, that could be a thing. And then Google said it could be a thing. And I say, well, but it isn't. Nah, Nibbler is the master resolutionist. Exactly, yeah. That's what she'll change. You want your resolution changed? She's doing it. You don't want it changed? She's still doing it. It's our favourite keys to land on. Obviously, F10 and F12. I even got to the point, though, where I changed the key bindings in my games from crouch. So crouch for Conan now is 8 on the number pad. because I thought, is that what it is? But no. You want your headset to go cordless? Nibble has your back. Don't want it to be cordless? She's still doing it anyway. Yeah, it's what's on Nibs. Yeah. Obviously, when I haven't been streaming this week, I've spent the week in bed, really. And Nibble has been coming in there with us as well, because, yeah, she can't be left on her own. You can't leave the feathery daughter by herself. And I've been trying to nap as much as I can. So I woke up from one nap. I hadn't been asleep for that long. And I was like, where is she? And I looked. I lifted up the duvet. Nibbler is asleep. She's asleep under the duvet. So it was the day when I was really cold. I couldn't warm up. I had like sweatpants on, like a hooded blanket from like a head to toe hooded blanket, socks, everything. I put the electric blanket on and everything. And I'd got in, and when I'd drifted off, she wasn't in there. She was like just hanging about. It was either on my head or the pillow next to my head. And then I wake up and I'm like, where is she? Because I'm expecting her to be staring at my face. And I just lifted up the duvet. Yeah, she's on my hooded blanket bait, underneath the duvet, just asleep. Yeah, it was weird. It was definitely adorable when I seen her. But I was a bit worried for a second because like I'm expecting her to be in my face, and obviously I'm sleepy. So what's happening? And yeah, she's just there asleep, minding her own business, which is nice that she was minding her own business as well. And before that, it was the same day. It was before I'd fallen asleep. She had gone under there because she likes to go under there to look for Tinkerbell, to like chew on her toes or something, or just to terrorize her. Because Tinkerbell gets in there. And so she'd gone in there to do that, and obviously Tinkerbell wasn't there. So then she came out and she just had a little head poking out the duvet. So I was looking down and she's just looking up at us like, you alright? And then, yeah, so when I woke up and I couldn't see where she was, I remembered that happening. And I looked, she's just asleep under there. And then she saw me. So I was awake. I was like, oh, okay. Wait, is it playtime now? So she came up. She's honestly, I think she's really liked it because I've just spent the whole time basically in bed watching Made in Chelsea with her and Tinkerbell. And so she's had a lot of attention, getting on little scratches whenever she wants them, which is quite often. So she's had a nice time this week. I have not. It was something that was going around work anyway. One colleague had it, and then the section leader basically got it, and I got it, I think, from helping him work the bread section. It's very specific, but I was feeling fine. I had some cheese. I didn't want to eat the cheese. I was trying to put it away. I was feeling fine until kind of after that day. I thought, oh, I'll help him pull out the bread. And then I came in and I think I called him a James Spreading bastard. Or something like that. As you do, you know. I think it was you James Spreading twat. And he was like, what? Oh, you're not feeling well? No, I'm not feeling well. Thanks for that. Go and keep your James to yourself. Right, so I'm going to get back. I have the concussive damage. I got my purple lotus orbs. Where can we go? That's close to there. Centre, I'd say. Like, he looked really ill when he had it, though. I think I told him he looked like shit. He came in one day, his eyes were like barely open, proper puffy and everything. And I was like, you look like shit. And I think the manager had said, you seen him, he's not well. I think he said, doesn't he look terrible? I went, yeah, I already told him he looked like excrement. And he's like, oh. He's like, oh, I like that. Like, he said, told me section leader, you look like excrement. You're supposed to like that. But it's just one of the things. I've already said before, it's obviously one of the things, anybody that works in customer service, you'll know. people come in with their germs and they don't keep them to themselves. And there's been a lot of, it's that time of year, a lot of customers coming in coughing and spluttering. Some of them not covering their mouths, and then the ones that are covering their mouths are covering their mouths with their hands and then touching things with those hands. I cough into me, like in the inside elbow bit on my jacket. I'm going to cough because it covers my whole mouth. So things aren't going anywhere, and then I'm not rubbing that part of the jacket on the food and stuff for people, so. But when colleagues have it, it's just when it goes like wildfire. Let's just drink this on the way there. Your potion better not run out before I get there. That's the wrong one. Ah. I don't think Sven or I have been sick this year. Nice. I never used to get what I call normal people sick. So I never used to get colds or flus or anything. But if somebody in a 5-mile radius had a stomach bug, you can bet your ass I was getting it. But I feel like since moving back to where I live now, I get it a lot. Normal people sick. Yeah, normal people sick. This is why I appreciate retail workers so much. They're in trenches daily, risking their lives too, being exposed to germs and jerks in order to feed us, clothe us, and cover our needs. True heroes. Honestly, man, the germ situation is probably the worst. You know what? So I'm obviously conscious of, like, you know, I know people. Not everybody's got great immune systems. A co-worker, she has to take certain medications that affect her immune system, so you know she can catch anything, and stuff like that. So I'm used to that. So when customers are coming up to like ask me a question, I'm trying to, like, they don't believe in personal space, but I'm trying to like back away from somebody, and like they just come up into my personal space or like right next to us. So the other day, somebody was within, like, their nose was probably about a couple of centimeters away from my backside. I was up on some ladders getting something, and I looked down, and they're like right near my backside. Just trying to get in there to check the, like, you know, the dates on the loaves of bread. And I'm thinking, first of all, you're lucky I'm not one of those people. Because if I was, I would really try and strain just to gas you out right now. You should never be that close enough to my arse where, like, your face is nearly on it. I don't know you. It's so weird. They just think they can get so close. It's like we're not even humans anymore. We're just, like, part of the scenery. Like, you don't understand. Like, you do not know how inappropriate that is to be so close to somebody's, like, arse. If I did that to you, Mr. Customer, you would think I'd lost my damn mind. Or, like, just squeezing in, pushing past, or trying to get in a fridge behind us. And I'm like, whoa, it happened the day I was in the fridge doing something, and somebody, like, right next to us, and I'm like, you know what? I hope you get my germs. I really do. I hope you get them. I'm really glad I don't work on the children's floor. Ooh, yeah, they're proper, like, germ factories, them, aren't they? Yeah, it's not like we don't even get that many kids coming in, but it's obviously a lot of parents, grandparents, people in general, coming in, passing on what they got from the kids. But yeah, the lack of personal space is very, very baffling to me. Like, they genuinely don't see us as people anymore. So whereas I'm trying to, like, you know, not cough on things, trying to make sure I'm not, like, breathing all over people, they're not bothered. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna squeeze in next to you, push past you. Like I said, come face to cheek with me backside. No, that person, he's lucky he didn't get kneed in the head. I really wasn't down with that. Like, he wasn't doing it to be a pervert, but I felt it as a pervert action. Do these affect you? Please tell me these affect you. Otherwise, I've just wasted my time. It doesn't... I'm sure you can. Is it... Can you get the sentries? Or does it have to be a fighter? And I've wasted my time anyway. Ooh, that was a bit much. I'm sure I already know that anyway. Nah, I'm going in. Sentinel. Can I get a sentinel? Probably not. We're just gonna see. Alright, so I definitely can't get sentinels. Okay. I should have been able to get the sentry out there. Oh! You came out of nowhere. Am I dying? I have a curse on me. I went to view another property the other day. So I shouldn't have done. Obviously not feeling well. I decided the day that it's snowing, I've booked a viewing of a flat. But, like, you know, I've booked it now. I'm not going to let the people down. It's snowing. I go out, freezing me arse off. Had a look at the place. And I was saying, so we were talking about last time with Centurion was saying, as a landlord, he's considering when his current tenants move out to, like, selling up because of the new things they've brought in regarding landlords in the UK. Which is like, as a wannabe homeowner, I'm kind of excited about it. But anyway, I got there a little bit early and I thought, right, I'm going to have a look around the area. There was a lot of flats for sale on the street. I was only looking at like half the street really. And I want to say there was 5 others. Not just the one that I was going to have a look at. Which just seemed to be like a lot. The area didn't look too bad. But what really did put me off was all the England flags. Like, if I see an England flag in a dirty window now, I know they're not doing it to be patriotic. They're doing it because they want to upset immigrants. So, I did see a couple of those and I was a bit like, ugh, I don't know about this. But I was talking to the woman that was showing us property and I said, like, there's a lot going for sale in the street. And she said it is because of the landlord thing. They have to get things sorted for their tenants a lot quicker now. I think, I don't know if it's already in effect. Oh, it is actually, yes it is, because I had a thing about it from my agency. They have to fix things a lot quicker, like say you have mold. They either have to get somebody out to look at it. I can't remember if it's just to have it looked at or to have it sorted. They've got like 10 days now. If they say they want the tenant out because they're moving into it, then they have to move into it. They're not allowed to rent it out for another year. So I think 12 months after you have somebody evicted, because, you know, I think it must have been an underhanded tactic. I've never owned a property. Never mind rented one out. It must have been some kind of underhanded tactic that they would use to say, oh, we need this tenant out because, like, I'm moving in. And really, that's not what it was for. But yeah, so that was... It's promising, but I understand how it's a good thing for tenants. There would be some dodgy landlords that aren't getting things fixed, but there's also some dodgy tenants as well that would take advantage of anything like that, you know. Oh, well, I'm not paying my rent because they're supposed to have things fixed within a certain amount of time, or you know, just try and use it to their advantage instead of using it as it's intended. But I was talking to a colleague, and he'd said it's something that I hadn't thought about before, like even when I had that thought myself. He said he's heard that apparently something that's affecting property prices and stuff are the flags. It's just something he'd heard. And I was like, that's really funny that you say that, Owen, because when I was seeing them on the way down, I was looking at them like, oh. And it's a shame because I did say before, I know people that have had them up for years around here. And because they are, like, you know, they're proud to be English, they're proud to be British, they're doing it, you know, because they like their country. But with that recent thing that happened where people were using it not because they like their country, but because they wanted to make people not from here feel very uncomfortable. It was their way of, like, protesting it. I was saying, yeah, if I see one of, like, the white English flag up and a dirty window that's filthy on the inside, I know it's not because they're, like, happy to be British. And I said, now you mentioned it, I was like, I had that feeling when I saw that. It's so sad, really. Isn't it? Like, it's a sad way to, like, look at your country's flag. I don't like it. Like, the fact that it would be a deterrent for me to live in that street, because I'm thinking, I'm incredibly white. I've said this before. I'm practically see-through. Sun doesn't do anything to me. Even as, like, a proper white like, English person, I'm not even British. I've never been to anywhere other than England. That I would find that off-putting. It needs to tell them something. Like, I'm not the people that they're targeting to make feel uncomfortable, but I still feel uncomfortable because of the way, like, the flag of my country is being used. Like, I've genuinely probably can't get more English than me.
Taste death.
You inhale this, please. Smell this up. Does it smell like chloroform? No? Damn it. I've had that happen before. I was under the belief they wanted us out due to asking questions about repairs and replacements to things, and midway into the rental agreement they asked us to leave due to wanting to move in themselves. A month later I was up for rent again. Yes, that's the thing. That's what this is to I'm not getting this bugger, am I? Sorry, whenever I mute the mic it's gonna be because I'm either coughing or sneezing. So when you're hearing the annoying make mutant noises, that's what it's for. I'm not killing you because I actually want to kidnap you. So we'll be back. But yeah, that's must have been what's been happening to people, which I think's really shitty. Mind you, the repairs and replacements to things had been told when moving in was planned to be done in the next coming months. So they were supposed to do it, and then they start asking you about it, and then they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna move in. It's awful. No make mutant noises first year good. Oh, okay. Normally it's something that you can... I may have it turned off then. Yeah, I don't think that's fair. I know somebody, so someone at work, she was telling me she's got a friend and he rents the same exact layout of flat that I have. And it's the same room that has damp in it because that's just the way these things are made. And other stuff. And he's scared. Like, he doesn't want to ask for repairs and stuff to be done because he's worried about his rent will go up. And he pays a little bit more than I do for his, which I think, to me, like 550 quid a month for this place is fucking extortionate. 2-bedroom flat with a shared rear yard, living underneath what I can only assume are elephants at this point. It's a lot, and it used to be less than 500. Now it's not. But yeah, he's worried about asking for things to be repaired because he doesn't want his rent to go up. He's living by himself. He has a full-time job, I think, but like he's a single person living there. So if there isn't a significant increase, there's nothing, like, he won't be able to afford it. 550, that's insane, would be like 1.4k here. I don't even get paid that a month. I don't even get that in wages a month. You have a very different currency to what we do. So if you look at, so this place I'm in, I remember seeing it for sale before I moved in. I couldn't buy it then. But like I'd been on the buying sites and stuff. I didn't have a credit score. I'd previously lived with somebody who everything was in their name because they were paying for everything. It was their place. So I'd never had to lend money, so I didn't have debt. Apparently you need to have debt to then get debt. I know it's to show that you're capable of paying things off each month on time, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff. So the fact that you've never had to lend any doesn't really, go for, obviously, I'm good at managing my money. I don't spend what I don't have. So there you go. But anyhow. So this was up for 55,000. And the rent, the mortgage on it, depending on how long you've taken out. But like, I'm paying 550 quid a month, where her mortgage is probably half that. They've never really had to do any repairs or anything here. I haven't cost her any money. I've never missed a payment. The person that owns the place has never set foot in the place. It's just, it very much annoys me that somebody is buying a place to make money off it when people genuinely need places to live. But it's how things work, and it's how business works. Everybody needs to make money, but at the same time, like, you're a bitch. I could be paying a lot less and living in somewhere I own, but it looks good. This looks to be like a good thing from the buying perspective, except the places that I'm seeing that are coming up for sale that were previously tenanted out are the ones that are absolute disaster zones, like the ones that have been either they've been really terrible landlords and just not got anything fixed. The one that I just went to see the other day, that was actually okay. I wish I could show you this one that I've seen. Just seen pictures of. I am not going to go and look at this place. It's called Sold as Seen, including the contents, right? There's a cupboard that's kind of sticking open a bit that looks like it's filled with rubbish. It's a mess. So like some of these places are places that landlords haven't been taken care of. These things come in and they're just like, you know what? I can't be arsed. Sometimes it's going to be the tenants made that kind of mess. The one that I went to see that had a hole in the kitchen ceiling, that's because there was obviously a leak from upstairs. We've had a leak from upstairs here 2 times. One was in the kitchen. There was somebody living there at the time. I let him know straight away. That got sorted. There was a stain on the ceiling, but I used stain stop and covered it up, so it's fine. And then what happened when it was the cannabis farm and nobody was living there because it had already been raided and it had just been leaking the whole time. And there was a little hole in my ceiling because obviously I was in here and I was able to like deal with it. The water drained out. It didn't get to like the massive way that some of these people's have. It's like I understand that little hole in the ceiling, but the rest of the place was not in good nick that time. And yeah, the one I saw the other day was okay. But somebody'd already put in an offer of the asking price, which was 70,000, and I think it wasn't worth any more than that. And I don't really want to pay that much for a flat. But yeah, that one with the cupboard of rubbish, really, I was like, Howie, who's I can understand, you know what it is? I keep thinking these people must have more money than sense. Can I do roast mushrooms yet? No. Okay. Oh God, no. Friends team apothecary. No. That has to be something I need to unlock. Where I'm at currently a month is roughly 1.2k pounds, and that's with price marked up to be listed as a 4-bedroom house instead of a 3, which it is, but they are listing a dining area as a master bedroom. Yeah, so I've seen Nibbler. I mean, I have seen Nibbler, yeah, but we don't really. Not many people I know have enough space to use a dining room as a dining room. They're always like, so in the house that my dad used to live in, there's a 3-bedroom. I would class it as 4 because there was a room downstairs, and that used to just be called the front room, but that would be a dining room. But most people would use that as a bedroom because, like, what kind of posh git's got a dining room? But yeah, that's a friggin' 4-bedroom house. So yeah, you're definitely going to pay a lot more than that. Our dining room is our computer room. Yeah, exactly. Most people don't have enough space to have like a designated dining room. Oh, can I unlock this? Nice. That's not what I want. I want to look up grilled mushrooms, okay? Let's see if Google lets me down, as per usual. Grilled mushroom recipe. Hello. It is a thing. Create from the following recipes. Well, I know that, you divvy. I might need to learn the improved stove. Aha. You can find a similar recipe for roasted. No. Maybe specialist cooking knowledge. Yeah. Then by interacting with the book on the ground next to the prisoner cage and Leon's watch. Right, it's not far from here. So we're going to go there. Yeah, so we were... Because I was saying to Snacks, if we got like a 1-bedroom place maybe and used... But because we can't... I just run along here maybe. Like, we can't stream in the same room. He is far too loud. We've done it before. He's far too loud for that. So if it wasn't for that, we could just get like a 1-bedroom place, turn the living room into like a bedroom, and then use the bedroom for streaming and stuff. But that's not a thing. It's not a possibility. I will have this. Yeah, it currently, what's out there is not great. There's one place that I really like the look of, but that's gone now. Good. We need to go over there. Have I not already been here? I have a feeling like I normally know to come here for the cooking. Oh. Fall damage is a little bit silly. I remember when I first started trying to make videos and I'd be doing that while he was either streaming or just talking to people, and he's so friggin' loud. Say, yeah, no, it's not gonna work. Ooh, volume blacksmith. Yep. Oh, these bitches hurt though. Their weapon also. You're not supposed to come out of the gas. Get in the gas. You're just gonna annoy me. Oh, it's not even you. Oh, you got the blame for it. You. Hey, 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 hey. Oh! The one I looked at the other day, which is gonna, it's a no. It's like what's upstairs from us. Because these are just very copy and paste type flats. It would have been a 3-bedroom one, but what they'd done was they turned one of the small bedrooms into a bathroom. Which is it's quite nice actually. The stairs leading down to the yard, which would be a very tight, like a tiny portion of a yard, were like ridiculously steep, and I just thought I could probably slip down those in the dark. Don't know about that. And the wall along, well, the wall on the way down to the back door looked a bit not structurally sound. I want to say. So yeah, I'm not getting into building. No build work for me. Right, well, the purple lotus elves were absolutely useless there. But I just got a decent blacksmith. Right, where's the... There we go. What's he got? Ooh! Moonscale Delight. Don't know what that is. It's obviously part of the new food mod that we added. Nah. That's not how you come there. There it is. There we go. No, that's mushroom bloody stew. And we're okay, calm down now. That's roast mushrooms. We need shroom amanitas and puffball mushrooms, which I normally throw away. I'll have to go and get some of those. Gotta get one thing to get the other thing to get the other thing. I'd also like some crown kinds because I've heard that Eliza Cole is quite strong. And I don't know, I don't think I have enough crown coins to buy her. So, I don't like me to like 30, maybe. No. Aha, need more ship wood. Oh, I already have loads in there. That's alright. What is this doing? Nothing. Oh! I thought maybe it'd have some kind of buff, but it's okay. I really just wanted the food just so there's extra options for people to make if they wanted to. I know Snacks likes cooking in games. Right, so a place I know I can get some mushrooms from is here. There's a lot of stuff you can get from there. I think I want purple lotus and bitter cronilla when I'm there. But I can also get the mushrooms from a bit near the Mounds of the Dead. That's what I mean. I was gonna let you know. Very silly of me. Oh, no. Hey, whoa, ho, ho. Be nice, man. Hi there, fast. There are probably better places to go than the two places I know about for mushrooms, but So poor Snacks has had to go to work and he's feeling really bad today. It was nice the other morning. It was snowing. Well, it snowed like 2 mornings in a row. The first one was just a tiny bit and like it didn't hang around. And the second day it was quite a bit. And it did hang around, which was fine. It would look really nice in the morning, and then obviously in the afternoon I went to go and like view that property. And yeah, I wasn't liking it so much when I had to walk around in it. And then the morning after, it was all frozen over. And it was like Bambi on ice trying to get down the hill to go to work. I just kept thinking in my head, at some point I'm just going to face plant into someone's car. I just know I am. Because the path was really badly iced. The road wasn't too bad. It's not a main road or anything, it's just one of the side ones. Like nobody was driving up and down it. It's just a residential one. And I just thought, I'm probably going to like slip over, face plant into someone's car, set the alarms off. It's just going to be a whole big thing. I didn't. It was fine. But it was still bloody slippy. I always hear from people how much they like the snow, but they hate it when it turns into ice or sludge. And I kind of agree, you know. At 5:30 in the morning when you're trying to walk to work in the dark and you can't tell what's ice and what's not. I remember a few years ago I took the dogs for a walk and I was on a path and it was a pretty flat path. And it was covered in snow, and what I didn't see was obviously the sheet of ice underneath the snow. So I was walking along like one dog leading each hand, and then ended up flat on my back because obviously I didn't see the ice under the snow. It was rather embarrassing. There was 2 teenagers in front of us, and instead of laughing they're like, "Oh my god, are you alright?" And I'm like, oh, that's how I know I'm old. I know I'm getting old when like teenagers don't laugh at me falling over. They want to check I'm okay. I like snow when I get to stay inside until it's all melted. Yeah, I like it. I like going out in snow. But like I said, if there's ice under the snow, it's not good. Snacks really isn't good with ice either. Remember, I think it was either last year or the year before it had been, I think it was just cold and it was frozen and we were going to go to the shop, at the town centre kind of shop. And he just kept slipping and skidding all over the place. And of course I was very sympathetic, you know, get control of your legs, man, what are you doing? Like, why can't you walk? What are you doing? Hi, Nibs. Hi. What are you doing? You not scared of the headset now? No. She hasn't landed on my head once since I've had this on. That's how I know she's scared. That's her favourite place to land. Sometimes feels like I'm being hit in the head with a stone. Like a newborn baby, yeah, basically, yeah. Snacks is like a 6'1" Bambi. Very tall and not very graceful. And then the same morning that I'd, you know, been slipping all the way on to work, I thought that would be a good day to carry a dehumidifier home from work. We had a We're doing like Black Friday deals, and we have dehumidifiers for like 75 quid. They're not as the tank's not as big as the one that I do have, but you know, you can always do it for second dehumidifier. You never know when it's going to come in handy, especially in the winter. You know, trying to get the clothes dry and stuff, because you can't go outside, so haven't used the heating, and then you get condensation and whatnot, which contributes to mold. So I'm like, okay, I'll get one. And then I get outside and I'm like, this was a mistake. Not only was the friggin' thing heavy, but obviously it was icy. I made it. Everything was fine. I did not expect it to be that heavy because I don't think the one that I've got's heavy. But now with fancy pants, I have 2 dehumidifiers. Why are things acting weird? I'm the only one on the server and I'm not crafting anything. What's up, babes? You okay? Closest place to here is practically my house. So, I'm gonna go home and get my unicorn. I was gonna say horse. It is not horse, it is a unicorn. What? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's up, Nibs? And she forgot that she was scared of my headset before when she came over trying to steal me jelly sweets. I forgot about that. Like, she knows she's not allowed them because I don't imagine that the sugar in them is going to be good for her. But she saw me eating something and thought, well, obviously, you know, she's clearly invited. I need to set up my warps. You right there? I may collect all these plants and stuff on the way back, but I just want to get there and get some mushrooms. Oh shit. That's a scary bear. Oh god, regain your stamina, regain your stamina. Ooh. Oh. It's still following me, go away. Okay, we're nearly there. What? Right. Where? Get out of there, please. No. You can't be offended that I don't want your head in my mouth. I don't understand.
Huh?
Okay. Some patches of mushrooms in this area, I'm sure.
I saw something.
You didn't see me. You might have saw something, but it wasn't me. I need to get some weapon arsenal gems. That when they do like damage to me, they get damaged back. I like that gem. Can't remember the name of it though. I don't have any yet, I don't think. But I did the bishop one on the top left, so no, I mustn't have. Hey, stop that. No. Come on. Ooh, hello. People keep asking in the AOC Discord if there's a a list of all the Rift Energy places. And I was like, I don't think so, considering like there's over 100. I think there's about 600 of them. I know the mod author has said how many there was before. I think he said 600 and something. I was like, yeah, no, it's not gonna be a list for all that. And I'm certainly not the one to make it either. I can't remember where I found half the ones at. Ah. With AOC stuff, you do need a lot of flowers. I don't know. The crafting is slightly different to how it used to be. So I don't know if you need as much. But obviously I need them for the profession crates for the forestry anyway. But you used to need a lot of them for the spell crafting. Obviously it isn't going to be so much because you just make one spell now. I used to have to make hundreds of them. And use them like ammo. Like you would arrows and stuff. I say and stuff, it's only really arrows and throwing axes, I think, that get used that way. Come here, you. Anybody that plays GTA, have you been keeping up with the free stuff you get? I got a free penthouse today. I don't really play it. I got it to play with snacks and then I don't mind it. But I prefer, you know, doing up the bikes and delivering them. Not even delivering them. Just, you know, modifying the bikes and stuff and doing the, like, PvE kind of quests. Let the go here, shoot this person and do that. I don't know why. But yeah, they've been doing some good free stuff and I got a penthouse in the casino today. I think you literally just go and buy it. There's no trick to it. What? I already declined politely. She started pecking on the side of my mouth now when I'm eating food. As if to be like, give me some. Like, I'm not doing it now. She quite often likes to try and stick her head in my mouth and stuff. I've talked about this before. And someone from work, she was saying that she had a budgie that used to like peck on her cheek to make her turn her face so it could try and get food from her. And the was just like, the other day she just resorted to kind of, I know, pecking on the side of my mouth and being like, you know, share. I'm like, ew, I know that works like that in the bird kingdom, but excuse me? You have a bowl with your food in. You will eat like an adult. Hi, Nips. It's you. I noticed what birds do, like they often feed each other like that. Regular size Rudy and Bluebell do it all the time. Well, actually no, I think it's more her. Because she's the boss of that little cage. Not that they're ever in it, they're normally just sitting on top of it chilling. But the first day I got Bluebell, I had quite a few budgies at the time. And she just kind of came in and was kind of like, right, bitches, I'm in charge. And now there's only her and Rudy left, so. She knows not to mess with Nibbler, though. Like, they know she's different, so. Like, she waits if she wants to go and try and steal some of Nibbler's food. She waits for her to get, like, away from the bowl before she'll go over. And when she was copying her the other day when Nibbler was bathing in her water, like, Bluebell waited until Nibbler, like, moved away. Like, got off the top of the cage and then went to get a bath herself. Little copycats. Nibbler tried bathing in my glass of water. Was it yesterday or the day before? Often she'll want to drink out of it. So if I let her drink out of it, I just go and get myself a fresh one. And the other day, we were in the kitchen, and I just poured the glass of water. And she comes over and she hops on it. And I thought, well, that's alright. I'm in the kitchen. I'll just she can drink and I'll get another one. And then she starts like trying to bathe herself in it. Glass isn't even big enough for her to get herself in, but she's sticking a top part in and then trying to wave her hands around. She didn't want to have a bath. Like, I turned the tap on for her, thinking, okay, if she wants to bathe, she can do it. But she didn't. She just specifically wanted to do it in the glass. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna pain in my head now. Influenza. What can you do? Wait, I feel like I got a lot of plants. And mushrooms. Did I put it? Where did I put it? Okay, what do you need? So. Shroom ammonitas and puffballs. I don't think I need them for anything else. Ooh, I got quite a few. And we're gonna need some coal. I need dried berries for something as well. I have a dryer? No? Oh, I can make one. I don't want to use all of my mushroom. Try that in. I don't want to use all of my mushrooms. Wrong one. Okay, I'm letting them think I'm going to make that many. I'm not. What do we need? Okay. Oh, I forgot you were following. There you go. How can... Oh, I can make 30 now. Yes. Okay, I'm going to say that that's probably enough for now. Whew. I have a feeling I need space for something. I just can't remember what, so I'm going to make that. And I think I'm going to wrap it up there. It's a short one today, obviously. Still not feeling great. I'm hoping to stream tomorrow. Obviously, it depends how I feel. If I'm not too bad, I will. I want to say probably by Conan because I want to carry on. I've got them crates I want to hand in that haven't been made yet, but they're in the middle of getting made. Also want to see about this, what foods I can make and stuff. I don't know if anyone will be joining me tomorrow. I think Snacks is at work. I'm not sure. But we'll see. So yeah, it might be a a Conan Sunday. Who knows? But thank you everybody for joining. Please consider liking and subscribing on YouTube if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitch and Kick if you'd like to. I don't really use Kick all the time, because I don't know if it's just a drain of resources or what. Sorry. Yes, I hope everybody has a lovely Saturday. Thank you, Juniper. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Minarox. Thank you, John. Oh, thanks, Snacks, but he's gone. So yes, thanks anybody who checked out the stream or watched the VOD. And I hope work doesn't suck, Juniper. But yes, I'm gonna chill now. You could join? Okay, cool. I'll be around tomorrow. We've got the group chat. So, you know, if there's anything else we want to play, we'll see tomorrow. Yes, thank you everybody, and hope you have a great day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you, and maybe see you tomorrow. Bye everyone.